Like, Warlocks kind of suck considering that they have some fun tricks, but their jump, you have to time it perfectly and you are a sitting duck in midair.
Welcome to a world without light.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Do not look at me, creature. You are weak, undisciplined, cowering behind walls. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you. Your kind never deserved the power you were given. I am Golm, and your light is mine.
Okay.
Hmm?
Give me 1 second. I gotta check something.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I think I just missed a cutscene, but that's okay. There's only going to be a million more from what I can tell.
Actually, not that many. But if I remember right, you just hit the end of that little level?
Yeah, the guy kicked me off the side of the ship.
Yep. Yeah, you probably didn't miss much of a cutscene then. Basically, the Red Legion just took over the city, you were kicked off the edge, and you're kind of fucked up. The next level is, I think, the last... I'm pretty sure is the last one, because it plays in like a part or two, but it leads up to the hub world.
Man, I'm moving awfully slow.
You speed up a little bit into the mission. It's not that long, thankfully. But they really wanted to, I think, take the power out of the characters that were built up to be such amazing gods in the first game. I mean, now that you've lost your god powers, they gotta make you feel a little weak again. I wish you can like the music in this next section.
Guardian,
Although even their dogs explode.
you're alive. I thought I lost you. I can heal you, but I can't resurrect you. Not since.
Okay.
Guardian,
No ammo, but I have a pistol.
gone.
Yep, you'll get some soon.
We've taken the city. The Traveler.
And as like beaten to shit as that pistol looks, it can still kill things pretty good.
Killing powerless Guardians. We have to get out of here. I'm picking up an emergency broadcast. Rendezvous coordinates. They're evacuating the planet. We're on our own. These Guardians. They had no chance without their powers. That could be us. Guardian, if you die, I can't resurrect you. We need to be very careful.
So I'm gonna be fighting the wildlife, apparently.
Well, I mean, technically those are creatures.
Oh, sent by them?
Yeah,
Ah.
they're not earth animals. In the previous game, at least, there were basically like 3 factions of enemies. The Red Legion usually were on Mars. Well, not Red Legion. They were just, I think they're just called the Legion, and they're basically just giant fucking assholes in armor. And they also have quite a few animals that kind of twisted to their, you know, purposes.
What's the purple boxes? What are they?
That's heavy weapon ammo. You don't have any heavy weapons yet, though. You will get some soon, but heavy weapons are usually, in the breakdown of how the game tends to operate, you tend not to get them often. Or you don't get ammo for them often. You usually only can carry a few shots. But it's like the rocket launcher you might be carrying with you.
I've got an SMG and a pistol.
Yep, that's what you start the game with. Alright, and I did confirm, yeah, that mission you're on now is the last one. Then we can group up.
It's that Falcon again. Is it following us? Or are we following it?
I swear it will not let me sprint for some reason.
Yeah, I think your character may still be kind of fucked up.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Hold sprint, toggle sprint. Yeah, I've got it set to shift, so if I... Yeah. It like, he sprints for like 1/10 of a second, then stops. So I guess he's just hurt or something.
Yep. Yeah, once you get to the first zone, you should actually get heavy weapon or a heavy weapon. They'll just hand you a shotgun.
Well, it definitely looks amazing.
Yeah. It's actually one of the reasons I was excited to play it on PC is on console, locked at 30 FPS.
I don't have a counter, but I'm sure I'm probably getting upwards of 60.
I'm pretty sure you'll hit rock solid 60 in this game.
But I do have the graphics at max, so...
Well, I mean, when I was reading about them saying that it took them like literally like an 8-hour period to load the maps up when they wanted to make edits, it's because everything in the game is pre-baked, which means it takes a surprisingly small amount of resources to run.
Just takes a bit to load in.
Oh yeah, it's an obscene length of time to load it the first time, since it's doing all the calculations ahead of time.
I'm guessing I don't have to actually interact with the stuff to pick it up if it's like ammo, I just run over it.
Yep. It is all very streamlined.
I prefer this pistol over the SMG.
If your aim's good, it is better. At least under most circumstances.
Oh, shit. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I wasn't supposed to make that jump. Or maybe okay, I wasn't. Good.
Yeah, I actually died once or
Well,
twice in
look,
that section when I
somebody left
kept
a
jumping off the
perfectly
wrong
good
cliffs.
Guardian lying around. Things must be worse than
Once
I
you're through it, you'll
thought.
have 3 cutscenes, and then you're in this
And that's
part
our
where we can
cue.
group up.
Time to go, people!
But wait, where are you all going?
As far away from here as possible.
That falcon, it belongs to you?
The name's Hawthorne, and this is Lewis. Best pilot we got. What about you? Fit to fly? Probably gonna need one of these, too. Time to make yourself useful, Guardian. All right, people, spin 'em up! Got a long flight ahead of us!
Oh, man.
Do do do.
Do you see, traveler, all that I have done? Grace me with your light. Take your place at the center of my empire. See me, and the Red Legion will be your true guardians.
Dominus, the city is secure. Those who fled are being hunted, and those foolish enough to remain have been executed. Victory, as with all things, is yours to claim.
This victory is as much yours as mine, old friend.
All that remains is the completion of the cage around this great machine. Then we may begin the extraction of its power, and put it to its rightful use.
They call it the Traveler.
I would contend that other civilizations may be more precise in their naming. Its functions can be controlled and exploited, as we have so clearly proven.
Yet they believe it to be a god.
Dominus. Gaul. We have spent our lives, you and I, working to reshape our society, reforge our people, rebuild an empire.
God damn it, Tumblr.
Destroyed by Callus's greed and corruption. There is
Sent you an email so you can log
nothing
in.
this universe
No.
greater than you.
Don't do that.
The Red Legion will have that machine's power. You will be called Emperor. What more would the Dominers have?
I would have words with my guest.
You're in the middle of all the cutscenes.
I'm in the middle of, I think, the last one. Well, the
you
second
don't-
one. The second one just ended.
Coming up on the European Dead Zone. Gonna be our new home for a while.
Look, do you recognize it? That's where we're supposed to go.
That thing? They call it the Shard of the Traveler. I call it not a place you want to go poking around.
Mirage.
I'm at the farm.
Okay. That means we are actually in position
Suddenly
to build a
in
meetup.
third person.
Yep. It'll do that when you're on, sort
Oh,
of,
does it just do that when I'm in areas like this?
yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Here, I'm gonna see if I can join up with you now.
Yep. Okay. Postmaster.
Okay, I'm joining your fire team. Yeah, there are a handful of people they want you to meet in the area. And I am joining your game shortly.
Access to Velospor level systems. Oh. I'm glad to see you safe. I am Tyra. Tyra Karn. I'm sorry. Have we met before? Losing my connection to the light. Our history.
Oh god,
rests
that's
with
a
you.
little buggy, but okay.
Oh, what happened?
Just the way this woman's head twitched.
Yes, dear. White Queen to H5. What? Don't get sarcastic with me, young lady.
Let's do the thing.
This is... Whew. Lot of civilization.
For me, at least. Of course, I've been living outside the city half my life.
Okay, I'm in your game.
So... Anyway...
I'm running my
I'll
odd
go
robot
poke
lady up
around
to
that
you.
Busted up hunk of traveling. You
Guess I can't really
guardians
get any of the
have
gear she has to offer yet, because I have no money, or glimmer, or whatever it's called.
Yep, but you'll get some pretty fast. Especially once we get out into the real world. Her stuff is pretty cheap, honestly. And it's mostly just meant to kind of fill in gaps if you happen to hit a weird moment where you just don't get any items for a bit. But at this point, we are basically set to go, I think. If you hit tab and then hold it, it'll take you to the sort of world menu.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have some clan stuff to talk about?
Let's see.
See if you can
Sound to you?
start the Red War. I don't know if it'll actually let you or not.
I think I've already accepted a thing.
Okay.
As is, I'm supposed to do the farm, outskirts of the EDZ. I'm supposed to do... what now? Just told me what I was supposed to do and I've already forgotten.
No, it affected you on a deep level. If you hit... Oh, alright, same one with you.
I think I may have just fast traveled to like the same spot I'm already in though.
You may have done that, as I'm still here.
Still with
Or it
us?
may have canceled the fast travel or something.
Launch, say the farm and launch. That just takes you to the
Yeah, I think
Right.
where we probably want to be going is
Yeah.
down to Earth. We are technically on Earth, but the farm is marked as a different spot.
oh, see that's why I was confused. So I want to go down to the I want to go back to Earth.
Oh, the same
Yeah,
Red
it-
War, yeah,
We all
okay.
want the same thing.
Does it say there are too many players for this activity for you?
Human,
Uh-huh.
so awoken,
Okay,
framed.
I'm gonna disembark from your group for a second, and yeah, try doing it then. I really thought it would let us at that point, but maybe it has one more story mission it wants us to complete. In theory, this should be the one where you get your powers back, so to speak. So yeah, you can start the Red War. Or Red War Spark, I guess it's called.
Blah 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 blah. Flying in a spaceship.
Yep, that's their version of a loading screen. So this is, I think, a section of the main Earth map. A lot of the missions are based in some, like, sort of small parts of the larger overarching world.
We have to, Hawthorne. It's a sign.
Yeah, a sign that says dead zone.
My gloves really neat little bits of metal all over them.
Alright, new objective. Respawning restricted. Find a way to the Shard of the Traveler.
You know, I've
Yeah,
been all over
basically,
Germany.
you've lost your powers because they've managed to enslave the god that was giving them all to you. A chunk has broken off the god, and for some reason you've been told, or given sort of an inspiration to go and check that shard out.
They stop applying
And since nobody has any better ideas, you're trying it out.
Nobody goes farther than that. At least nobody who wants to come
At least
back.
in the first game, the world got kind of fucked by a number of alien races showing up and a bunch of other weird crap happening. The Traveler, that giant orb, showed up, gave some bunch of people some powers, and they managed to create sort of like one city on Earth that was actually safe. And basically the entire population of Earth lived in that city, and the only ones who left were the Guardians who had the ability to get respawned and, you know, do cool shit.
Right.
You should also have your shotgun now, too.
I do.
Yeah, heavy weapons pack a hell of a punch.
I've only got
There's-
8 shots for it, so...
That's about all you're going to get for the most part, but your shotgun should basically kill anything up close. Like mini-boss or not.
Hawthorne, can you hear us? Signal's dead.
Hold tilde to switch to power weapon. Oh,
Or
that
just
just
hit-
automatically switches it to
Yeah,
the-
or just hit 3.
Did you hear something?
Invisible bird things. Yay.
Yep, those are the Fallen.
Under attack.
Your little guy should tell you about them shortly. Yeah, the 3 factions are basically the Legion, the Fallen, and they have another one called the Vex. And the previous game focused very heavily on the Vex.
Is the green meter on the bottom of my screen like my experience?
With the fallen
I think so.
scavengers from
I don't see it right now, but I think that's what it was.
machine.
Well, it only pops up like when I kill someone.
Yeah, I'm getting to your experience then. And you'll get a new gun shortly.
The
Oh,
shard
God.
of the traveler.
Hmm?
Thought I fell off the map.
Isn't it? Right out of our
That is a worry. And believe me, the game will let you do it at certain points. Some of the, I think I've told you before, that some of the raids and shit actually had surprisingly elaborate jumping puzzles and, like, navigation things. Usually it was not about, like, they didn't go like mazes, but they would often just make it so you had to actually, like, navigate surprisingly complicated areas. By the way, if you see things on the ground that look like giant glowy dice, be sure to pick those up, as those are
Currency.
items.
Oh.
Nope. Yep, they are actually items. All items look like these kind of generic shapes when you first see them. The color
Oh.
determines how rare they are. Ooh, I got a gun.
How do I... let's see. I just did it earlier. Q? No.
If you want to change weapons, just hit I.
Well, no, not weapons, I meant... not weapons. My character's loadout, my armor and all that.
Oh, just hit I.
Yeah, I worked, but earlier it told me something else. I just trying to remember what it was.
Oh yeah, there are other ways to do it. I is just the faster way. You can use tab, I think, to cycle around to it. I am a bit of a sucker for hand cannons. Makes their heads explode very appealingly.
I had the weirdest... Well, it wasn't weird. I had a PUBG dream last night.
Oh?
Yeah. And we were like... It wasn't like the map. It was, you know... It was like the area around here where I live. For some reason. And we were like way out of the zone. And there was no loot. And all I ended up finding was this double-barrel shotgun. Like your standard. Like not like the one in the game. Like your,
Yeah,
the horizontal.
side by side.
Yeah.
Huh. Would you say your area lends itself well to PUBG?
Oh yeah, definitely. At least the Miramar map, or whichever, or Angel, I mean.
Yeah. I don't know how they came up with those names.
Well, they've got an amazingly creative dev team. I'm sure they figured it out. Just playing Scrabble one night or something, I don't know.
Strange guttural noises. Ah, that was fun.
Well, I don't look anything nearly as cool as I did, but at least I'm more armored up.
You'll get some much better looking stuff as you go. They have to give you some, you know, stuff, some place to go with your armor, so you can't look quite as cool at first. By the end of this mission, you should basically have most of your armor replaced.
I think I already have.
You can also edit your items while watching cutscenes, too. Then they give you an excuse to kind of just go nuts.
I think we scared them away. Take me to the shard. This is why we were led here. I haven't been as close to the Traveler's Light since... Do you feel it? Hold on to your helmet. Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes up, Guardian.
Okay, now I think I'm finally done with the prerequisites.
Yep. You may have one